All right, guys. No pre-gym car talk today. Forgot my mic in the gym, so that makes it a little difficult. We got single arm rows on the cable. This machine goes to 300. I have about 200 on there. Normal cables go to 200. So this is a full stack, but it's not the full stack. So I just hit 190 for 12 on each arm. Not quite failure, but close. So now I move the weight up. I'm gonna go for 10, and hopefully 10 is perfect failure. And if not, then I'll go until I hit it. But hopefully 10 is failure. That's what we're gonna hope and pray for. And then next we have single arm pull downs. So let's do these. Okay, I'm gonna rest before the other arm. Normally I wouldn't, but I'm going to this time. Oh my goodness. Okay, here, similar to the one we just did, I've done 12 with a weight a little bit lighter than this. Basically, it was a very good working set, but not quite failure. Now I've added 5 pounds to each side, and 10 should be failure. So let's hope for that. Okay. My left arm is weaker. Yeah, you done with that? All right, now we got some curls, incline curls. I'm gonna use the 40s. We're just gonna go to failure. I don't have a rep range in mind. Hopefully 8 to 10. One set like this, and then one of preachers. 2 of preachers, sorry. That's enough of that. Sit. I have more. That's definitely the craziest my back has ever looked. By a long shot. Cool. Cool. All right, gentlemen. Pretty good lift. What is there to say about the lift itself? Not a ton. I did not film bent over rows, simply because every time I do them, I feel as though I look super awkward. So I would just rather not film them for the time being. I filmed them for my coach, and I'll send him the clips occasionally, but between you and I'm going to keep the bent over rows for me for now. Until I do a set and look back on the form and say, yeah, I'm proud of that, then I'll put it in a video. I would throw on 2 plates and then just ego lift, but the ones that I'm doing now are a little more upper back biased, and I kind of have my hands a little wider, and I'm bringing my elbows out to the side rather than backwards, so they're tougher. And you're holding the weight up with your body, so it's just a little bit more stress on your central nervous system, which is like, yeah, no shit, but you know, whatever. Yeah, man. Good lift. What else is there to say? I had a talk with a client, one of my clients this week, a brand new client. Just brought her on today, actually, was our first day training together. She called me before and asked me, she's elderly, by the way, if 6 months of working out with me, but that's not important to the point of what I'm trying to get at. 6 months of working out, would that help her with her mobility, and would she see progress? And the answer is absolutely, like, without a doubt. So I feel like this is talked about a little bit, but not quite enough. Elderly people, especially, resistance training, even if it's just a little bit of resistance, like, you know, a band or a 2-pound paperweight or whatever, any form of resistance training is going to be beneficial for mobility, general movement, strength, literally everything. It helps with their mood, it helps with hormone production and regulation. I don't understand why there's a push to get, you know, in like retirement homes or whatever, there's like a little bit of a push for them to get exercise, which is cool. Exercise is good. But resistance training is like so helpful to everything that you need, like in your older years of life. I don't understand why it's not like so heavily prescribed. I feel like gyms should just be crawling with elderly people, right? That feels like it logically it would make sense. I don't know. Like, it's just so good for you. It's good for joint health. Okay, obviously. I'm talking about resistance training, okay? I am not talking about bodybuilding or powerlifting or CrossFit or what. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like resistance training as a whole. Just moving your body with resistance is good for you. Long-term joint health, heavyweight and bodybuilding, probably not super great for your joints. Long-term resistance training with moderate weight and good controlled form over a long period of time, sometimes training to failure, that will promote good joint health. That will be good for you. Not everything I say is prescriptive, and generally 90% of it is my opinion, which has been wrong before, so but yeah, that's super important. And then it's just a good routine, it's just good to have routine in your life. Depression thrives in a lack of routine. If you have no idea what you're going to do tomorrow, I have a pretty good guess of what you're going to do tomorrow, and it's going to be not very much. Okay? So routines where you force yourself to do something, even if something is standing and walking, having some sort of routine that you do every day is good and beneficial, because then tomorrow has a purpose. I will complete tomorrow's purpose, and after that I will feel accomplished. It's good to accomplish tasks. I feel like humans are creatures of accomplishment. We seek it quite often. I feel like the general human spirit is to look for success. That might be skewed nowadays. I feel like generally everybody's a little bit more lethargic and content with wherever they are, which is not good, by the way. Content is not content keeps you sitting. But yeah, I feel like the general thing is to get after it and complete something. So getting after it and completing stuff feels good. Even if it's just waking up. Waking up on an alarm feels a little bit more adult than just awaking whenever you do. Going to bed at a certain time, just having routine in your life is good. Obviously, you don't have to be a robot. I'm kind of a robot as it stands, but you don't have to. But some routine is good all the time. Also, fill as much time as you can with people. People are good for you, turns out. Solitary confinement is a punishment, ladies and gentlemen. I remind myself of that often whenever I feel like I would rather be alone. I kind of tell myself that, solitary confinement is a punishment. And then I go hang out with my bros and I feel way better. Even if it's just playing video games, just any social interaction in general is going to be good for your mental health. Especially with your boys, because they just understand you. I mean, that's something people don't talk about very much. The bros understand you more than any girlfriend ever could. It's ridiculous, the amount, my buddies could tell what's wrong and what happened by the shift tone of my voice, and then they could immediately make me feel better about the said circumstance within an hour of them learning about it. Ladies don't do that. Ladies don't try to make you feel better. They try to make you feel like you're supposed to. But no, I want to hang out with my boys, and I want them to make fart and poop jokes, and then I'll forget what I was ever angry about, and then I'll feel way better because I'm with my bros. Cherish your bros, guys. Cherish your bros. Can you imagine having no bros? What your life would be like? You'd be in shambles with no bros. You need your bros. Okay. I'm gonna go now because I'm rambling. Have a good day or night whenever you see this. God bless. Be nice to everybody. Do something fun this week. Maybe something outside of your comfort zone, dare I say it. And just be cool. Be a good human. Be nice to other people. and call your mom and read your Bible. And I love you. See you later.